What is the product of the first 15 terms of the sequence defined by n over n plus 2? So anytime in the GRE you're required to do something that would take a very long time, then there's probably going to be a faster way to do it rather than doing the whole thing, writing them all out and then actually finding their product. So let's start with finding the first few terms, seeing if we can detect a pattern. So 1 over 3 is the first term, and then 2 over 4 is the second term, 3 over 5, and so on, and so on. Well, if this is multiplication straight across, then you might have noticed already there is some cancellation possible. This 3 down here is canceled out by the 3 over here. This 4 down here is canceled out by the 4 up here. This 5 down here is canceled out by the 5 up here, and so on. Well, what we need to do then is ask ourselves, for all 15 terms, what cancels out? Well, everything in the middle is going to cancel out. So really, we just need to ask ourselves, what is left on the ends? So we already can see that just the 1 times 2 on the top here is left over. The same amount of numbers, you can say, that is left over on one side should be left over on the other. So that's indicating to me that the bottom right 2 terms are probably the only 2 remaining for all 15 terms. Clearly, it's not actually this 6 and 7 because this 6 is going to cancel out with the 6 next and then 7 next. So let's actually just write out the last 2 terms. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do dot, 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 1 over 3 times 2 over 4. The 3's and 4's canceled. And now let's do the last 2 terms. We have the 14 over 16 multiplied by 15 over 17. Well, the 14s and the 15s were going to be canceled out by those previous 2 terms, but the 16 and 17 remain. So the final answer should be 2 times 2 over 16 times 17, which is going to be equal to 2 over 272. Now, in the GRE, you are not required to simplify your fractions, so you could also submit 1 over 136. Both would work in the GRE.